Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall at the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for our main event. 12 rounds in the heavyweight division. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Wladimir Klitschko is giving us one of those attitudes like, hey, it's just another day at the office. I know exactly what I'm about to do. His poise is one of those things that cannot be denied. This is a very confident fighter.
His professional record stands at 55 wins, including 49 big knockouts and only 3 defeats. Wladimir, Dr. Steel Hammer Klitschko. And his opponent fighting across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, Boom Boom.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round 1 underway. Oh, and he's got something for himself, and it's a left hand. Be interested to see early on here how much an advantage there is with speed. Wladimir Klitschko's full of it. He has blazing hands, Teddy.
Can he keep it up all night long? I think he's going to have to.
And still accurate with that jab. Not able to land the headshot. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. What a destructive hook to the head by Wladimir Klitschko. Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. Wladimir Klitschko's got to do a better job. He is getting rocked. Gets rid of that body shot. Solid right hand lands. Scores up top with a left. Look at this, another power punch able to land. Early on in this fight, he's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Combination punch by Wladimir Klitschko. That has to be concerning if you're in the other corner. And he ties up on the inside. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself well. Solid left hand to the head. Cover up, cover up. Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. Red-hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library. Watching Hammer and Hank, the great Henry Armstrong. Never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
Get out of the way. How about that left hand? 10 seconds to go in this round. A little something of his own. Blocks the shot and brings back the uppercut. End of round 1. Wladimir Klitschko's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Wow, what an uppercut. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Wladimir Klitschko. Headshot lands with a hook. He fires off the combination there and it lands. There's a straight right hand. What kind of opponents could cause real problems for Wladimir Klitschko?
The kind of guys that have caused problems for him in the past. You know, guys that are stout of heart, stout of mind, guys that are physically strong, that they can get past his danger zone and start to get inside and engage him. Make him deal with things that are outside his domain, where he's not the better guy physically, where he has to be the better guy mentally. He's not always the better guy mentally.
Good block by Wladimir Klitschko, and a good score as well. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Wladimir Klitschko. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Both guys have a lot to be proud of with their performances in this round so far, and they still want to give more. What an encore in this final minute.
If you were a kid, you would feel that you're on one of those rides at Space Mountain. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Wladimir Klitschko's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Wladimir Klitschko is a well-rounded fighter. And right now, Wladimir is showing you what he can do defensively. Very sound, keeping those arms up and blocking well. His punches are right now lacking that snap. I mean, we're early in this fight, but you can see that he's worn down just from his work rate.
Yeah, and you know what he's seeing? He's seeing a guy with a cement chin, an iron chin. And I'm wondering if he's not starting to get a little bit discouraged.
So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe. We did well. We had our dinner, our yearly dinner, where we're able to raise money to help people that are in need, people that have nowhere else to go for help. Whether it's a mother that can't pay the cancer treatment for a 7-year-old daughter, and we're able to pick up that insurance. But the thing that I want to take a second to thank everybody for is that it's a collective effort. It's all the people that allow us the resources to go out there and help those people.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Wladimir Klitschko's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also it's the teachers. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Well, he's committed to the left hand and paying off here. As an opposing trainer, when you look over at Wladimir Klitschko, you instantly see a way that you could come up with a win. I know it's hard to against him, as others have proved, but do you watch that? Something you struggle.
No, I see it.
What is it?
It's one thing to see, it's another thing to obviously implement it. But what I see is he controls distance real well. He knows what he does well and what he doesn't do well. He keeps on the outside where you take the chances, he looks to nail you with the right hand. But when you get close, he grabs you. So you have to find a way.
Wladimir Klitschko's cracked by a right hand. he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
Joe, in this kind of situation,
Wladimir, oh, a big shot coming home for him. It was as if Klitschko had a red target painted on him right there. Just before that knockdown, his opponent struck with ease.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wladimir Klitschko's now getting back up off the canvas. I like the way he was able to hook to the gut there.
Stay on the outside.
Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Wladimir Klitschko. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Wladimir Klitschko. And an excellent uppercut by Wladimir Klitschko.
Oh, you got this one.
Super jab by Wladimir Klitschko. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. And round 3 comes to an end. Let's take a look at Teddy's scorecard, where you can see that he's only got that 1 round in the tank so far at the beginning of round number 4. But Teddy, just the psychology of the game, knowing that you put your man down on the canvas, you really don't care about the scorecard at that point.
well, you know you're the boss and you can continue to be the boss. And more importantly, your opponent now, he's a little concerned about throwing something. He might get caught, he might get hurt again.
Good left hand able to land. Good doubling up with a jab by Wladimir Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko has such command of his power, Teddy, and he's doing good work upstairs. That was a nice headshot.
Yeah, and it was set up on the back end. What I mean by that is he got his opponent to reach a little bit, and then he filled the spot.
Wladimir Klitschko's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent. If Klitschko in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
Solid straight right hand. Halfway through this round.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Well-placed hook. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Scored well up top. And now you can see him utilizing the jab.
You know, a lot of times you see a guy on the outside bouncing around, staying away. You understand the use of a jab. But when you're coming forward, you have to come forward with a cover. And that jab, that's the cover.
You're not focusing.
Flush right hand to the body.
Nice.
Good strong combo. Blocks that punch. A huge power punch by Wladimir Klitschko. Wladimir Klitschko's alarm clock went off in his head moments ago. He went down earlier, and now you can see that something just woke him up and said, you got to go for it right here. You got to swing for the fences somehow.
The danger here is he's trying, as you said, Joe, he's trying to get it over with all at once. Now, you wouldn't start a fight that way because you know that it would leave you available to the other guy. Right now, he's available to the other guy.
Solid. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
One, two, three, four.
And round 4 comes to an end. Wladimir Klitschko's, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, and my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled. It was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
Two snapping jabs by Wladimir Klitschko. You're that tall, you're that big, you're that capable, you're gonna land jabs like he just did. Wladimir Klitschko scores again. Wladimir Klitschko is showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of a fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong.
Wow! Ruined in one instance. Just done. Fight over. What you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening.